Have you ever had an experience where you recalled something from maybe your childhood in a conversation with a family member or a close friend, and they tell you, no, that isn't how it happened? Naturally, you'd insist that what you remembered is correct. You are so convinced because you can even visualize the memory and what happened. But after confirming for multiple people, you discover that there was indeed an alteration in the memory you had, or maybe you were entirely off. This is called a false memory, and it is more common than you'd think. Now, this is a little different from not being sure about the details of a past event. People with false memories are certain to a high degree that what they remember is true, and sometimes may even fabricate an entire event that never happened. For example, remembering a visit to Disneyland in your childhood that never occurred. Many factors could cause false memories, but psychologists say these experiences of memory alterations or fabrications can often result from external suggestions or information interference. Let me explain. Consider a criminal investigation where a victim is being interviewed. As they are asked to relive highly stressful past events, they become more vulnerable to suggestions. In the event where the interviewer uses leading questions, even when unintentional, it can subtly alter their recollection of what actually happened. Our brains also can sometimes create false memories around traumatic events as a protective mechanism, almost as if the mind is trying to shield itself from trauma by maybe altering the narrative. Sometimes it may not even be any of these. It could just be new information getting jumbled up with old memories during the retrieval process, leading to false memories. False memories are commonly associated with stress, OCD, sleep deprivation, amongst others. Now, it may not seem like much of a big deal, but imagine the situation of a court case where the key witness recounts the event wrongly and it leads to the unjust conviction of someone. This is part of why extra attention is given in criminal cases involving child victims. Because although false memories can occur in any age demographic, children are more prone to this due to their active imaginations and high suggestibility. A prime example of this was the McMartin preschool trial from the 1980s, where 7 teachers from the preschool were charged with sexual abuse of children. The children recalled bizarre experiences like seeing dead and burned babies, flying to an isolated farm, and the reliability of these testimonies were highly contested upon the grounds that the parents likely used suggestive methods when questioning their kids at home. The testimonies couldn't be verified, and eventually no convictions were made and the charges were dropped. Pretty interesting. This is just a reminder that our memories aren't always 100% reliable.